Yo, what's up everyone? This is V-CiPz, and it may be 2020, but today we have a video that's about the most underrated games of 2019 that you may have missed. Along with me for the ride for this collaboration, and we have a collaboration on his channel that released today as well, we have TurboJesse. TurboJesse, give us your intro and let everyone know who you are.
Hey man, V-CiPz, thanks for having me. I'm super excited to talk about the most underrated games of 2019, baby. Hey, if you're not familiar with my channel, TurboJesse, I do a lot of video game predictions, I do discussions, I live stream, I do a lot of Zelda content. If you like Zelda, you should probably take a look at my channel. Anyway, guys, I am super excited to get this video going. On my channel, we just published the most overrated video games of 2019. So kind of the complete opposite of this video, but both videos are going to be super dope. Excited to get going. Back to you, my man.
Yeah, like TurboJesse just mentioned, we have an overrated games of 2019 video that's on his channel. So you can check out TurboJesse's channel and that video that we did on his channel after you finish watching this one about the underrated games of 2019 that you may have missed. Now, without further ado, let's begin. Now, the very first pick for the top games of 2019 that you may have missed. This may not surprise those who already follow me and are subscribed to me, but AI The Somnium Files is my pick for one of the most underrated games of 2019 that you may have missed. There's so many great things about this game that make it unique, but I'll keep this short and brief and get you guys the gist of what the game's about. It's basically a murder mystery with point and click aspects as well as puzzle aspects that help you go and traverse through each of the worlds in the sanctums of people's somnium, which the somnium is the inside of someone's brain and their mental state. You explore people's mental states in order to find out what actually happened in certain scenarios in order to solve specific cases within the murder mysteries that you will be solving throughout your adventures in AI The Somnium Files. It's a really incredible game with an amazing story-driven narrative with full voice acting and some of the best voice acting and amazing branching paths that are also in this game as well that are truly great. So I definitely recommend you to play this game, AI The Somnium Files. If you love games with branching paths, parallel worlds, full voice acting, and so much more, especially the great writing this game has. It's such an amazing narrative. Definitely check AI The Somnium Files out.
It's funny to think that my first underrated game of 2019 was actually started out as a Microsoft exclusive, and that is Super Lucky's Tale. I'm a huge fan of the 3D platformer genre, and this game fits right at home on the Nintendo Switch. It is just a super fun game. Not only does Lucky just look amazing, he is super fun to play as. There's really tight controls. It kind of reminds me actually of kind of a Mario 64-ish, as in it didn't take the genre and didn't really expand on it too much, but it kept it simple and made it like just how you like. I really like how it's really these little open worlds where you have a lot to accomplish. It's not just like get to the flagpole, but you could collect things, you can do little side missions, and what I have to say, the graphics, this game looks really sharp. When you're playing this game, you would almost be surprised that it's not a first-party Nintendo game. I mean, this game is as underrated as it gets, and if you like Nintendo, you like 3D platformers, it is a must-play.
That was a nice pick, TurboJesse. I definitely agree that game's also very underrated from 2019. However, the next game, it could be one of the most underrated on this list, possibly. It came out last year in 2019, and the game is Gato Roboto. It's a game that's similar to Mega Man and other platformers of the like, where you have an armored mech that you maneuver around inside a dangerous alien underworld full of crazy creatures and treacherous obstacles to try and save the captain of his crashed spaceship. And you're not just saving the captain of his crashed spaceship, no, you're a cat pouncing around in this armored mech to save your captain and to fix his crashed spaceship. The gameplay is a lot of fun. It's very smooth action platformer. It's very fluid in the gameplay, and I loved facing all the different bosses and just adventuring through this entire world that's in this game. And also with the varying features of the map, along with the ways you could change the color palette of the game, Make the game truly your own iteration, your own unique spin of what this adventure is for Gato Roboto, the cat robot.
When you think of 2019, the first game that comes to your mind is probably not Yoshi's Crafted World. That's why this game is so underrated. It doesn't do anything that different from the old Yoshi games, but it just makes the little tweaks, little differences, just to make it feel a little better. This game looks and plays amazing. The graphics are so unique. It looks like everything is made out of paper or a little kid made it. Something I really enjoy about this game is there's so many levels, but there's a million collectibles. So even after you've accomplished all the levels, there's still more to do and a lot of replayability. Some people would say that maybe it didn't make enough changes, but come on, it's Yoshi. Do you really need Yoshi to be so different every generation? I love this game. I'm going to replay it every few years or so. And you know what? If they want to make Yoshi's Crafted World Part 2, sign me up.
Now the final pick for the top games of 2019 that you may have missed is this game right here. I'm just going to spell out the name before I pronounce it. VA-11 Hall-A.
Va-11 Hall-A? That is the weirdest name I've ever heard of. Did you just make that up? That is such a weird name. That is even weirder than someone calling themselves V-CiPz.
Yeah, bro. My name is a little weird. I can understand, but VA-11 Hall-A is very weird. But the thing about it is that when it comes to the game's name, it's actually pronounced Valhalla. The type of game that this is, it's a cyberpunk bartending game. Yes, you are a bartender in what the clients that come to the bar call a shithole bar. You work for this shithole bar that is covered in filth and smells like piss, as they would say. And you meet all these different people that come to the bar, you make them drinks, and you get to hear them out on what they've been going through in their lives and in their day lives. Like, you get to talk to them and hear what they say. And for the last 15 seconds, you've probably been looking at a bunch of different quotes that I've snapped from the game, and these characters are funny. Like these are like real life people, the way that they speak. Like, these are the type of things that people would say if they would talk to a bartender at a bar. Like, these are the type of people that you would find, and it's hilarious. And you get to also have these deep down-to-earth moments where they get to open up about themselves, and it makes you really feel, I guess, one with humanity. And I guess that's what the game is supposed to be, to bring people back to humanity over drinks in the cyberpunk era. And that's all 5 picks for the most underrated games of 2019 by me, V-CiPz, and TurboJesse. Thank you all so much for coming through and watching the video. If you enjoyed, make sure you smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. And if you want added benefits for all the content, like the videos, streams, behind the scenes stuff, and more, check out the Patreon account, become a patron. The link for that is in the description, so check that out. Patreon.com/V-CiPz. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and thanks again, TurboJesse, for the collaboration. I really appreciate it. You're a great content creator, and I thank you so much for wanting to do this collab. I really appreciate it, TurboJesse. Thank you so much to everyone who's watching, and I hope you all have a great one. Not just a good one, a great one, everyone. Peace.